All right, Shalom Boys here. Well, out just taking a quick stroll on the land. Uh, and as you see, this goat, she just follows me all over the place. I'm supposed to be butchering her for the goat meat, but, it seems as though, you know, she seems to have developed this attachment to the children. So, I don't know how I'm going to handle this situation because now they don't want me to to butcher the goat. But what I wanted to talk about uh, is, the difference that I've experienced from country to city life. And this damn fly's in my face. Oh shucks, that typically doesn't happen. Why is it happening now? I don't know. But living in the country, uh, one of the things that's changed about me from country to city life definitely has been one of the subtlest things, and that is, what in the heck? Let's see, she's running back and forth, and she just now took off running. And then the other little baby goats. I don't know. That's what life is about, huh? But one of the things that I noticed about me that's changed is definitely the notion of how I walk. And previously, walking was very fast in the city because if you're in New York City, especially in corporate America, you had to walk fast. You got deadlines and appointments, and you got to walk fast here and you got to walk fast there, and you're constantly in the situations to where you're walking fast. So as a direct result of that, you're used to just walking fast everywhere that you go. And one of the things that I had to do was retrain myself to walk slow. So now, I stroll, I walk slow. I'm not in a rush to be anywhere per se. And let me tell you, it feels so much better because not only are you able to just not be in a rush, but you're able to really absorb and take in the experience of being in the country. Uh, it, walking in the city, I remember one of the last times I had to go and see a client in New York City, and I had to come to get off at 34th Street, right across from Macy's. And one of the things that I noticed, because I hadn't been there in a while, was the smell of garbage and trash. Now, you get so used to walking fast and the smell of New York City that you don't even pay attention to it anymore. It gets to the point where it's like, this trash that you're the obnoxious fumes in the New York City subway system. Going back and experiencing it, it was strange. I just couldn't handle it. And so that's another thing that I noticed is the smell of New York City. Now, being out here, right? Now I'm out in the country, right? And I don't experience that smell anymore. I experience the smell of, like, right now, I smell wood because it's been raining a little bit. And as you see, they've been dumping off more wood uh, out here. And this is wood that fills up the creek area that's effectively dealing with the erosion, and all of this stuff will be brushed off in there. The guy's gonna come off and brush all of this stuff in there, but also it is for burning wood. This is a perfect example right here of some good wood that I can burn. Now, I got more than enough wood. All of this wood will be pushed into the dry creek area to deal with the erosion. And that issue has been dealt with free of charge. But what I've noticed is that, I don't have to rush anymore. I don't have to walk fast anymore. It's just like walking fast. But now I just stroll. Now I just stroll. Everywhere I'm going, I'm just taking my time. It's just a peaceful thing. And as well, I can really enjoy the smell of of the country life because, out in the city, I mean, it stinks, man. But now, I get to smell the sheep shit and the chicken shit and the and the goat shit. Uh, and it's a different kind of smell, but also the smell of just animals, the smell of nature, the smell of the roses, the smell of the garden, the smell of the honeysuckles, just the natural smells of the country, as opposed to being in a situation as to where you're inhaling and smelling all these toxic fumes. And don't let me get into the notion of the water and stuff, but it's nothing like being in the country and being able to just flow, just not be in a state where I'm just rushed every 5 seconds. I mean, I get to a job site and I get there typically at about 11 o'clock because I have responsibilities, on the land. I got to make sure that the goats and the sheep and the chickens and the land is good, and, any brush is picked up. I got just responsibilities I got to take care of here. So I just can't just run out and be somewhere. But, I tell a client when I'm going to be at the job site. They don't tell me when I'm going to be there. They don't tell me when I'm going to start. They're going to tell me when I'm going to stop. I tell them how many days I work. I tell them when I'm going to be there and when I'm not going to be there. I'm in full control of that situation, as opposed to working a job and having to uh, 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 kowtow and step and fetch to somebody else. I mean, this is what total freedom is about. So, it's just a blessing to be able to just stroll and walk and being able to just take in the natural scenery and just smell the aroma associated with uh, country life. The smell of the peaches and the pears. Let me show you something that you're not able to do out in the city. I'm gonna do something miraculous here. Guess check this out. Check this out. I'm gonna watch this. Right this. This is from the pear tree. Look at that. That's a pear tree. Guess. Mmm. Right from the tree. Mm? Mm? Nice, good fruit right from the tree. Isn't that beautiful? But this is the kind of life that we're talking about. Um, the benefits of country life. Whether you're doing a homestead or community, as long as you're out of the country, I mean, you're out of the city and you're able to just live life a little bit more peacefully. Not be in such a rush to do things. And that's just a blessing. That's just the beauty behind, a good country life, not to be stressed about having, all these bills and whether or not you're going to be able to pay the mortgage or pay the rent or something like that. I mean, that can just be a lot of pressure. And, that pressure just does not exist out here because we're able to live a just good, clean, simple, peaceful life. I love the idea that I'm not in a rush to be somewhere. Sure, when I get on the job site, we're flowing, we're getting the job done, whether it's framing or putting down flooring or subflooring or painting or whatever it is that we're doing, because it's the same thing we're doing at the job site. It's the same thing we're doing on the homestead. It's the same stuff. This is why I advocate for carpentry. But, that's just the beautiful thing about it. We're not in a rush. We can uh, uh, stroll and smell the roses without having to be stressed. I mean, that's just the benefits. That's one of the things that I just personally was able to reprogram my mind to learn. Not having to rush to be everywhere, just to stroll, because I'm not in a rush to be anywhere. I do what I want to do when I want to do it, when I want to do it. And I ain't got to worry about some damn job telling me when to show up and get things done. This is what the benefits of being self-sufficient is all about. And You know, what I have for you, I mean, I just pray for my brothers and I pray for my sisters that everybody can live this thing. Because a lot of people, you know, they claim they want to do it, but they don't want to make the sacrifice associated with it. And it comes at a great sacrifice. Now, talk about that more in another video, but y'all stay blessed and be at peace. Shalom.